Hello everybody and welcome back to another video. In this video I have to start things off just how I started yesterday's video. What in the hell is going on with Fabiano Caruana? I do not understand. He started off this tournament so strong, and ever since the second half of this tournament has begun, he has just been playing terrible chess. First it was Hikaru, now it's Anish Giri. He has lost 2 games back to back. He was once the runner-up trying to catch the top guy. Now he doesn't even have a chance to win this tournament. It makes absolutely no sense to me. What happened to Fabi? What happened to Fabi? Not just as far as the standings, but why is he making certain moves and certain decisions on the board all of a sudden? He started out so strong. What is going on? I don't understand it, guys, but we're going to get straight into this game and we're going to see how Anish Giri punishes Fabiano. As I asked you all yesterday, let me know, what do you think is causing this breakdown? I had no clue, but he is now 4.5 out of 9, and Anish Giri has surpassed him with 5.5 out of 9, making Anish Giri runner-up to Sindarov and making Anish Giri the guy who's looking to catch Sindarov. Fabi now has no chance to win this tournament, and I am just so confused. Not just because he lost to Hikaru, not just because he lost to Anish Giri, but the way he's playing chess is just bad. Like, the way he played against Hikaru yesterday was terrible. Letting Hikaru absolutely dominate the D-file, keeping his rook on the edge of the board, just really bad decisions. And then in this game, he just makes mistake after mistake after mistake. So not just about the standings, but I'm just wondering what's wrong with his chess all of a sudden. How is all of a sudden now he just don't know how to play chess? Talk to me, chat. Let me know what is going on with Fabi. But without further ado, let's get straight into the game. Fabi, he opens up with this move e4. Anish Giri, he responds with e5. We get knight f3 played, followed by knight c6, bishop to c4. Guys, they are getting into an Italian. Black plays the move bishop to c5. Then we get to move castles. Then we get knight f6, and then white plays the move d3, and then black get castle. So far, so good. They're playing the Italian opening, and this should be a really great game. White responds with the move knight at b to d2. An interesting idea from Fabi. d6, and then white plays the move c3. Black plays the move a5. h3 played by Fabiano. Bishop to e6, bishop to b5, black responds with bishop to a7, then we get rook to e1. So far, so good. They're in their opening moves. They're well into their prep. I am sure of it because everything looks calm and logical, right? So after white plays the move rook to e1, black responds with knight to e7. Then white makes this move d4, black responds with knight to g6, and then we get bishop d3 played, knight to h5 from Anish Giri, knight to f1, and then black is able to get his knight on that beautiful outpost square, f4. White then plays the move knight to g3. Anish Giri gives his next move a think, and then he decides to cut on d3, and of course the queen cuts back on d3. Black then plays the move a4, guys. Now in this position, the game is completely equal, and we're gonna see Fabi in this position just start to make inaccuracy after inaccuracy and slowly but surely give a winning position to Anish Giri here. So after the move a4, white responds with d5, asking the bishop a question. As you guys can see, that's bad positional play by Fabi that just gave black the advantage here. So after d5, black then responds with the move bishop to d7. Then we have bishop to g5 play, another inaccuracy. Black then makes the move f6. White drops his bishop back. Bishop captures e3. Pawn captures e3, b5, which actually was not the best move on the board, and it actually evens out the position here. White responds with the move b4. Then we have a captures b, and then black responds with this move queen to b8. White then plays the move c4. Then we have queen to b6 on the board, and then in this position, Fabi, he makes another inaccuracy, which is knight to f5. And as you guys can see, Fabi, he makes an inaccuracy, and then Anish Giri makes an inaccuracy, and it kind of evens it out. But then Fabi, he just keep making more inaccuracies. And I heard a wise guy say once, the winner of a chess game comes down to who make the least amount of mistakes. And Fabi just keep making mistake after mistake after mistake this game. So after knight to f5, black plays the move rook at f to e8, again equalizing the position here. So both guys are making mistakes, but Fabi, he just makes quite a few more, right? Fabi then plays the move knight f3 to h4. Fabi, I don't know, he's just making inaccuracy after inaccuracy. He went from playing like he was a computer in multiple games at the first half of this tournament, and now we just get inaccuracy after inaccuracy after inaccuracy. So I'm just confused. Black plays the move b4, and then Fabi plays the move king to h2, rook to a3, rook at a to b1, and then that allows black to get his rook on his 7th rank here. White responds with the move queen to d1. Black then plays the move knight captures h4, knight captures h4. Black plays the best move on the board, which is rook at e to a8. Slowly but surely, we're going to see Anish Giri take over this position, utilizing this a file here. Rook to e2. Black actually plays a bad move move with queen to a7. And again, they're both playing a little bit more inaccurate than usual. It's almost as if I was playing this game. I understand that I would play inaccurate, but these guys are playing a certain level of inaccuracies that they haven't been playing all tournament long. So Fabiano, he finds a good move, rook to c1, and then black responds with the move queen to b6. Guys, in this position, the game is completely equal here. It's completely equal. This could be drawn. This could be anybody's game. What's going to happen is Fabi is going to get into just making some terrible mistakes. Starting off with the move knight to f3. That's a huge mistake, and now that gives black the advantage in the position again. Black responds with the move h6. Fabiano, he plays the move knight to e1. Not a good move at all. King to h7. This is where Fabi gives the position to Anish Giri even more. Like I said, he's just going to slowly just keep making inaccuracy after inaccuracy, and then before you know it, Anish Giri is just winning this game. So white captures on a2, Anish captures back, and then guys, in this position, white makes an even worse move with knight to c2. Now this is just losing, right? Now we're going to see Anish Giri is battered by 1 full point. So as you guys can see, it was just inaccuracies from both parties. Fabiano is going to make the most inaccuracies this game, and after knight to c2, you are just losing. And black is going to respond with the move bishop to e8, and Fabi, he's going to go on to make even more mistakes and even more mistakes until suddenly he's just completely losing his position. But even Anish Giri, he's going to miss the opportunity that he has here. Rook captures a1, white captures back, and he's still better here. But in this position, Anish Giri, he overlooks the move rook to b2, which apparently makes him completely winning, right? But instead, he plays the move rook captures a1. And of course, white responds with the move knight captures a1. Black goes on to make the move c5, which is a huge mistake, which almost equalized the game, but black is just so much better here that he's going to be just fine. So we're going to see exactly how this all plays out. But as you guys can see, after the move c5, black was completely better. Now he's just slightly better. But Fabiano is just going to go on and make more mistakes with the move king to g3. So Fabi, he's just making mistake after mistake. He had opportunity after opportunity to equalize and keep this game pretty equal. But Fabi just makes more mistakes than Anish Giri, and therefore he's going to lose this game, because after king to g3, Anish Giri is going to play the move queen to a7, the queen to b1 play. And Anish Giri is just going to go on to finish him because, like I said, this is a completely lost position for white. Anish Giri then plays the move h5, followed by king to f3. Then we have the move h4 played, followed by king to g4. And then black goes on to play this move queen to e7. And in this position, white, he makes his final inaccuracy with this ugly move queen to d3, which absolutely loses him the game because black is able to play the move f5 check. White captures, of course. Black gets this brilliant move king to h6, and white is forced to resign because Anish Giri has mate in 14, and there's absolutely nothing that white could do to stop it. So we're just watching Fabiano just play a completely different style of chess that he did not play the first half of this tournament. We seen him lose yesterday to Hikaru, and that game was just super ugly because I just thought he let things happen that's just so unlike him, like allowing Hikaru to just own the d-file with his rooks and his queen, and you know, and letting Hikaru get on his 7th rank back there. And then in this game, just making mistake after mistake after mistake. So I'm just wondering, what is going on with Fabi? Is he okay? What's going on here? Because like I said, it was just very surprising to see him play this way. He was once second to Sindarov, trying to catch him, but Anish Giri has now surpassed Fabiano, and Anish Giri is now the guy trying to chase Sindarov. Speaking of Sindarov, let's take a look at the standings really quick, guys. This is the standings after the 9th round of this 14-round tournament. Every other game today drew. Fabiano Caruana is the only one who took an L today. Sindarov versus bluebaum was a game that was drawn. That game was crazy because Sindarov had the position, and then he makes some mistakes, and then bluebaum is able to equalize. I quickly sent out a post like, oh my goodness, Sindarov let bluebaum equalize. I thought for sure Sindarov was going to win this game and then run away with the tournament, but he actually drew that game. So now Sindarov sits at 7 out of 9, and Anish Giri 5.5 out of 9. By Fabi taking an L today and Sindarov drawing this game today, Anish Giri has now surpassed Fabiano in the standings. So just like that, Anish Giri is chasing the leader, and Anish Giri is only 1.5 points behind him, whereas yesterday, Sindarov, he was leading the tournament by 2 full points. So really good day for Anish Giri because not only did he beat Fabiano and surpass him, he has shortened the distance in Sindarov's lead. Sindarov was just 2 points ahead of everybody. As a result of Anish winning this game, he's 1.5 points ahead of everybody. So this is just excellent for Anish Giri. Had a great day today, and it's so crazy because Sindarov was actually beating bluebaum. I thought for sure Sindarov was gonna. I put out a post. I said Sindarov about to finish his breakfast. He was absolutely won, but then he made some mistakes, and bluebaum was able to equalize. We never know how this may go now with 5 more rounds. Maybe if Anish Giri could win some more games, and maybe Sindarov draw, whatever. Sindarov is still pretty difficult to catch, but this was a big day for Anish Giri as he has now shortened the distance between himself and the tournament's leader to only 1.5 points. So we never know what could happen. Maybe Sindarov could lose a game, or Anish Giri could continue to win games. So we will see what happens. Every other game today ended in a draw. Where even Prague drew, Esapinko and Hikaru drew as well, guys. So that was round 9. Somebody let me know what's going on with Fabi. What is your take on it? I don't understand. I'm very confused. What is going on with Fabi? Let me know your thoughts, and I will see you guys in round 10.